Hey friend, this week I made some yummy baked turkey wings. This is another recipe that I don't exactly measure out the ingredients for, but just make sure you coat everything in the seasonings of your choice. This is very flexible, and same rule applies. Go ahead and coat your meat in olive oil after you wash it. Trim it and chop it to your liking. Heads up, I normally chop the pieces a bit smaller, but I was a little tired this time, so I left the wings a little larger, which it also took them longer to cook. But anyway, get you some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and the Cajun seasoning of your choice. Sometimes I do a mix of the Cajun and Creole seasoning just because it gives it a little bit different flavor, and some herbs. So today I used some parsley for this. If you like it a little more herby, again, it's very flexible. So some people like to add a little rosemary or oregano or thyme. Add you some paprika. And if you like it a little spicy, I just added a touch of cayenne pepper as well. Flip those babies over, season both sides, guys, and make sure you rub it in so that it's fully coated. Now, this next step is optional, but I like to add some chopped up onions and bell peppers. I had a half of a green and red bell pepper at home, so I didn't want them to go to waste, so I used those. So that equals, again, one bell pepper that's chopped, and I did one onion that I sliced. Now, for your gravy, add about a couple tablespoons of flour, just all-purpose flour, with approximately 1.5 cups of water. Make sure you season this mixture, guys. Again, to your liking, but I like to add a couple teaspoons of chicken bouillon and a couple dashes of pepper. And you simply pour that in. After you pour, make sure you get all the little grainy bits from the bottom. That is your flavor, so you want to make sure you add that to your pan. And that's it. Make sure you bake this in a preheated oven at 375. And you want to bake this for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how large your turkey is. After you do that, this is what it should look like or similar. Loosen it up, spoon over your gravy. Something else to note, guys, is if you want a thicker gravy, just add more flour when you're making your mixture, about another teaspoon or so. Sometimes I make it thicker, but this time I prefer to have it pretty thin. And just bake it again for another 45 minutes to an hour, and you'll see another difference in your meat. See if it's to your liking. The longer you cook it, the softer it will become. So I did this a couple of times for about an hour, where I checked it, spooned over the gravy, and then I baked it for an additional 15 minutes, and that was it. So a very simple recipe, but it does take a bit of time to bake this turkey and get it tender. But I hope you guys try it out and love it. Thank you.